Brace it! I'm on it! That's the last of them!
Not a beat from me.
Incoming! Not even a scratch. Here we come! Hey, you! Get over here! There are marauders up ahead!
I always want...
This station's under the protection of the Corporate Compliance Crew. You a marauder? 'Cause me and my sunshine, that's my gun if you were wondering, we don't take kindly to marauders. A coherent enough response, I reckon. Must be true. You're clear, but I would caution you against pressing on ahead. This station's plumb crawling with marauders, you know. I take it you ain't met the other C3s. Me and Sunshine are doing exactly what we've been tasked with. You want more details? You ought to talk to my crew. They're guarding a small barracks to the southeast. But there is nothing I'd enjoy more, but the C3s play it by the book. You see that path that runs underneath that giant archway? Follow it on down.
Nice. Great work. Hey, that's impressive.
How'd you get up here? Through the caves? Good answer. I wasn't looking forward to gut-shotting you. See, the thing is, I'm with the Corporate Compliance Crew. C3, if you will. We're mercs, and our current contract mandates that we annihilate any creatures or persons that emerge from the tunnel.
Allow me to intervene. It's my job to mediate any conflicts of interest regarding C3 and third parties. All right, first things first. To make a decision in this dispute, I'm gonna need to know what your role in your organization is. A lean but efficient corporate structure. I'm impressed. Still, I gotta wonder. What are your intentions regarding Devil's Peak Station? That is why you've wandered out here, I presume. Ah, so you're a fan. Our guidelines allow us some leeway in identifying threats to our client. Your unorthodox profession makes me think we ought to remove you from the premises permanently. However, the terms of our contract specifically targets marauders, iconoclasts, MSI operatives, and anyone deemed too hobo-like in appearance. As you don't appear to fit any of those categories, I'm afraid I can't quite make a call on you.
Don't we, as a standing policy, provide an alternative to termination via financial restitution? Addy, our chief financial officer, could confirm, but I'm betting if you're willing to compensate us for our lost time and productivity due to this arbitration, you could pass. I guess we might could. There's something I like about you. Can't put my finger on it, but I feel like I'd rather have you with us than against us. All right. Lance, unless you have a final point of contention to make, I'd say he's clear to go.
Nah, I'll sign the clearance form. Just, I must advise you to steer clear of Devil's Peak Station. It's teeming with marauders.
Anything else you need? Trying to say we didn't do our job? I'll have you know, our contract was to stop any marauders coming from the caves. Didn't say nothing about the ones taking the mountain path. We'll simply clear them out later, once we've got the go-ahead from Berthold. That's right. Berthold Fox is our boss man, founder, president, and CEO. Bertie went down into the caves on a hunt for marauders, give or take, 6 hours ago. He's a hands-on type. Likes to handle the tougher tasks himself. Although, he should have been back. Going on 6 hours now. I'd ask you to check the caves for him, but then we'd have to kill you when you crawl back out. Space No. The contract doesn't target C3s. How do we enforce it otherwise?
A mite cold-blooded, ain't he, Donald? Look, much as we'd like...
Now that won't hold. There's nothing Bertie hates worse than a dead client. The broker's a real paranoid type. I'd wager my keenest knife he's got the place on lockdown. Booby-trapped. Add the marauders and we'll be walking into a veritable death gauntlet. So it ought to be fun. You find a way to jimmy the front door and we'll clean house on the main level.
I'll wire ahead to Joy and Hudson for support. All right, C3s! Prepare to head out!
There you are! Bossman said you'd be up this way. Fox radioed ahead. Said I'm to follow you. I gotta warn you, my girl Sunshine here is a tad trigger-happy. Of course, me... You're A-okay, stranger.
Got it? Inside voices.
Something's not right.
Roll together. Nice one!
Resetting threat level.
Strike you!
Don't mess with us!
Waste of company ammo.
Waste of company ammo.
Here they come! Nice one!
Trespassers eliminated.
Waste of company ammo.
System.
Down. Victory in.
I just earned a fine bonus.
Nice hit!
Waste company bullets.
Nice one!
not realize this being as you're an outsider, but the blaring alarms indicate the station's on lockdown. Which means you can't ever get to me. So leave already.
Don't mess with us. Here we go. Here they go. Everyone all right?
Out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me. Face to intercom.
Great work.
I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder? Nice and coherent. Good. By the hand of fate and my own cunning the Marauders may have other plans, and... Oh, now they'll take action. It's about time, I tell you. I barricaded the broadcast. They destroy the transmission equipment. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them. Aside from the bits I'll be paying you, I trade in secrets. Valuable ones. Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready. C3's entering through the main doors as we speak. About damn time.
What?
Waste of company ammo.
Waste of company ammo.
Switching targets.
Here they come. Woohoo! Nice work.
earned a fine bonus.
Put him down!
Something there. Weak! No,
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. You hurry on it.
Wish I could do that.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. My compliments on your improvised utilization of the fire suppressant system. I do admire a man of ingenuity. And you got me my money's worth out of the C3s. I ought to have simply dealt with you in the first place. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But I admit, allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why? If you insist. As I was telling you, Phineas must have sent you. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Are you fibbing? Be honest.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. Just, it might take me a while this time. I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions. The bandwidth! There's too much blasted background noise. Nothing gets through but their local broadcasts. Which of course has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood. No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out. The safest bet is to convince Graham and Sanjar to stop transmitting on their end. You do. Luck be... Sure.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?